Hi everybody, I'm just going to go through a quick run through of the notes for today. So the last couple of days we've talked about parallel and series circuits, and today we're going to move to complex circuits. So that's when it combines parallel and series circuits. So most real world circuits consist of combinations of parallel and series connections. Loads in each branch must be grouped and dealt with as equivalent resistors before they can be used in calculations with other loads. So as you look at this diagram, personally, my eyes are drawn to the parallel circuits, so like R2, R3, and R4, R5. And typically, those are the easier ones to start with because if you remember the formula to find equivalent resistance in parallel circuits is the inverse sum of the resistance at those loads, right? So that's the first step in these questions that we usually do is try to find the parallel circuits. Okay, so here what you do is use that formula and then basically R4, R5, it becomes one entire resistance. So then it's known as R45. Okay, and same as R2, R3, we find the equivalent resistance for R2, 3, and this then becomes R2, 3. So R1, R2, 3, R4, 5. Okay, that's what that's talking about. So then when you try to find R1, 2, 3, so for the resistance of this, because that is going to join, right? It's on one branch. That's in series, and we know equivalent resistance in series is just the summation. So you're just going to do R1 and R2, 3 together to get R1, 2, 3. And then those are in parallel and so forth, right? So there's a lot of steps in these questions. It's best to just not get overwhelmed and to just start from one place and work from there. Okay, so just a little reminder, when we are trying in a series circuit, we're trying to find voltage. It's this, like just you add them, and then current, it equals all at all loads, the same thing, right? And then parallel is just opposite. The voltage is the same at each resistor, and the current is the sum, right? So it's just good to note that. So look at these diagrams. So I'm actually not going to go into detail on this model problem. I did a whole separate video of me walking through it like I would on the board in school. But it's a really good sample problem. Please do this in your notes. It's a great question to have on a test, and your bookwork is going to be very similar to this question. Okay, so like I said, I posted an extra video on this question. So here's your bookwork for today, 4 questions. Give those a try. Let me know if you have any questions. I know down here, this is the that first question in the bookwork. So page 728, number 36. I believe this is the explanation for that. Okay, so if you just want to look here for this, just as another thing. And this, don't really worry about these formulas, as we're going to do this on Monday. Okay, so really just focus on that bookwork. They're very large questions and will take a lot of room. They should not be too challenging, so hopefully you have understood parallel and series circuits up to this point, and now you just combine all of that information. Okay, so like I said, let me know, email me, join the Google Meet if you have any questions. See ya.